What's going on, YouTube? Vicious coming at you today for a follow-up video. So as everybody knows, I went ahead and I did a review of the Sigelei 150. It fell a little flat for me at the time, and I couldn't quite figure out why. And then I've had a lot of helpful suggestions in the comments. And, I kept all that stuff in mind, and then I started doing some more and more research and some more and more experimentation. And that's pretty much all I've been doing since I posted that video, is experimenting, okay? So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to do the follow-up / comparison video. I compared the God 180, juicy as fuck, to the IPv3, okay, to the God 180, to the Clapper T8, okay. So I had a very large baseline to work off of, and I was able to go ahead and I was able to do some experimentations and try to figure out what it was that was going on. Here's the findings as they have come to be, okay? The God 180, all right? Everybody's seen my video of the God 180. Everybody knows how it works. It's a fine device. It's not for me, dude. I don't like the build limit for a high watt vape. There's a lot of it that I just don't like, Still, my feelings still stand on the God 180. It's fine. It's a fine device. It's just not for me, okay? And then it came down to the IPV and the Sigelei 150, okay? It was a tough race, dude. It really, really was. I put the IPV, I put the same build, same atomizer, at 150 watts on the IPV. It was a nice, hot vape that I was expecting, okay? It's exactly what I expected it to be. Okay, and then I put it on the Clapper T8. Same build, same ODA. It was exactly what I expected it to be. And then I put it on the Sigelei 150. And you know what? Same build, same atomizer. It was exactly what I expected it to be. So, what does this mean? It means that my first video had a certain issue with it that I wasn't aware of at the time. And it took some more experimentation to figure this out. As you can see, I'm running, god damn, this thing's juicy. I'm running the Sigelei 150 with the Infinite CLT version 2 Plus. This is my box now. Out of all of them, I tried them all. I couldn't keep the Clapper T8 because it was on loan to me and I sent it back already. But this is the box that I went with. What my issue was, is it was it's kind of user error, honestly. It was kind of my fault. I kind of fucked up on it. My RDA was off. My old RDA, the one that I did the original video on, everything about it, it was just off. I actually ended up taking a voltmeter, putting a voltmeter to it, and there was like there was a huge voltage drop with the old RDA. Pretty much, there was a voltage drop. There was the fact that the coils themselves weren't making contact. Because when I went back and I went and used the old RDA, I had the same issues. So it was an RDA issue, okay? It was me not thinking about it. It was me trying to rush out a video, and I was wrong, which is why I said at the video that I felt it felt flat, but it could be me. It could not be the device. And it was just me. At 150 watts, the Sigelei 150 does exactly what I expected it to do. And it performs marvelously. So I am no longer, I'm kind of not really retracting what I said because it was off. But I was wrong. The box works. The box is wonderful. This is the box that I decided I was going to run with. Now, why, when compared to, say, the IPv3 or the God 180 or even the Clapper T8, did I decide to go with the Sigelei 150? First and foremost, the looks. Okay, to me, the Sigelei 150 is a very nice, clean, finished product, and I really appreciate the looks of this box. Okay, second off, the buttons. The Sigelei has this great big firing button, and the IPV and the Clapper T8 all have these little bitty buttons, these like Hannah style buttons, and I fucking hate these buttons, man. I hate these little bitty fucking nibble fucking buttons. I fucking hate it with every passion of my being. Yeah, why? Because I break them. I fucking white knuckle the shit out of my fucking mod, and when I push the button and I'm white knuckling that motherfucker, it fucking pushes the button in. It happens every single time. It happened on the IPv3. Okay, and then I got to go in and I got to repair it. While it's still, easy enough to do with a repair, it's still one of those things that it does fucking happen. My buddy who let me borrow his T8, he had the same fucking issue. He fucking white knuckles his shit. He fucking pushed that button too hard. The fucking button went inside the fucking mod. So that is kind of the recap video of the Sigelei 150. Okay, it was me. It was my fault. I apologize. At 150 watts, it does do everything it's supposed to do, and it does give me the hit that I was expecting. The one thing I can say when you compare, say, the IPv3 to the Sigelei 150, the one thing I can say is that it seems that the IPv3 heats it up just a little bit quicker. If I do like an old Anakin, like the old Anakin trick, because everybody who's ever owned a fucking Anakin product, at least like a 134 Mini or a MVP, all know that you push that button and it takes a second for it to heat up that fucking coil. It's just the way it works. And it's almost the same like this. I push the button and it really I give it just a half a second longer than I normally would versus just hitting the button and vaping up the phone, taking it to the head. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I did want to go ahead and I wanted to try to clarify and say, you know what, there's nothing wrong with the box. The only other difference is would have been is that this is actually a different Sigelei 150. It could be that the one I had was faulty because the people who sent me the Sigelei 150, I was talking to them about it. They said, yeah, that's not right. They sent me a new one and I sent that one back to them. So, it's definitely one of those things. It's probably just, it's a number of factors that means that it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. But the end story that I spent 8 minutes trying to fucking explain is the Sigelei 150 is my box of choice right now for 150 watt box mod over the IPv3, over the Clapper T8. Performance-wise, they're all pretty much identical in my opinion. They all perform exactly like they should. It's just I like the finished look of the Sigelei better. Okay, so that is the mod I got. I am happy with it. I love it. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who gave me advice and it's like, hey, well, have you tried blah 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 blah. I emailed back and forth a couple of times with a couple of people, and so thank you guys. Again, I'm sorry I rushed out the review. I shouldn't have rushed it, and in the future, I'm not going to. I'm not going to rush it in the future. I'm just going to take my time, and I'm just going to do it right. And if I feel something isn't right, I'm going to experiment more with it than just try to get out the review. I feel that I shortchanged my viewers, and I kind of shortchanged myself by doing that, and I apologize because So other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Vicious. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to vape it to the head with my Sigelei 150 because I fucking love this thing. And you guys vape on. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Have a safe New Year. Vape on, people.